This week's video is a mishmash of daily jobs on the farm. I haven't got it necessarily in any specific order, but I wanted to show you bits and bobs that I do day to day on the farm, and with no real relevance necessarily or any massive time frame or time sequence. I just wanted to film something when I film it and try and add it in the best I can. So this week's YouTube is just general farming, and I hope you enjoy it. Got away, Lottie. Good boy. Ottie's really good at getting them out of the hedges. So if I send him round, he pops them all out and they have a little stroll and he can have a good look. Key signs are lambs or sheep that look lethargic or tired or look a bit ill, as well as dark patches, usually around their bum, and they flick their tail. They do this with their tails a lot. That's a real sign of worms. Maggots, not worms. Worms are a different thing altogether. So far, because it's so dry and the grazing's quite dry and slightly sparse actually this year, they seem to have had less mucky bums, which is really good for flies and maggots. I mean, we mustn't complain. All we did as farmers for months was moan and moan about the weather, and we prayed for it to stop raining, and now it's not raining. I'm going to give the sheep, lambs even, some creep at the top of the hill, and there's a water trough up there. So Ottie, say that again, Ottie, not Ollie, who's Ollie? Ottie will come with me up there, he'll follow me, and then we'll get him to the trough and give him a big drink. Ottie! Good boy! Ottie! Come here! Good boy! Come and say hello. He's a good boy. Where is he then? Where's it, Ottie? Oh, bless you. Too hot for a dog, isn't it? Lay down then, Ottie. Come and lay down. Yeah, Ottie. To be very cautious of around this time of the season is that lambs, especially lambs on creep feed, have weaned themselves or in the stage of weaning themselves, which means the mums will still be eating a lot of food and making a lot of milk for a short period of time until their body adjusts. So you have the problem that you might have this mastitis again, which we've spoken about mastitis. I just turned the engine off. We've spoken about mastitis on videos before, which is when their udder and their teats go rock hard, solid full of milk, and it can actually give them an infection and block all the milk ducts. That usually happens when they have too much milk supply. There are other reasons, but that's mainly it. So you get it at the beginning of lambing because they suddenly make loads of milk, and you also get it this time of year. You get the occasional mastitis pop up because the milk stops being drunk. So hot. And I am not the complexion, look at the state of me. I'm not the complexion for this heat. So any excuse to do it on the buggy is a good excuse. He's a cracker, that dog, I tell you. He's getting used to my commands now. He's doing a really good job. I absolutely love him. And we couldn't be without him now. We've got used to having a sheepdog, but this heat, it's like he's wearing 3 coats. Used to me driving through them, and they are actually quite calm. Ottie will go around them and herd them up a little bit, but generally Ottie won't do anything until I say. So a lot of them, as you can see, are just being natural sheep and their natural behaviours, which is exactly what we want. When sheep are scared, they sort of override any problems they've got so they don't get picked off in nature. So usually you can't see big problems in sheep. If you scare them, they just run, even if they can't run normally. So far so good, I think, though. So remember, dark patches, flicky tails. So far, so good. We don't want to go through them too fast because then they stop their natural behaviour. A bit bright, so I've gone for the old cap now. Some of these lambs will be ready for market very soon, so we're going to get them in at shearing time and weigh some up as well. Not all of them, but some of them. They'll definitely be getting to the sort of size we can start butchering them, which is really good. Under the creep in a minute. He's found his drink. He's very thirsty. It's very hot on days like this. Right, let's go and open up the creep feeder. So I've got Otty on here now with me. Hey boy. You know, boy. So we'll do a nice gentle, he's got his tail under the throttle. Come along. Ah, you daft bugger. See if I can do it. He had his tail under the throttle. So I'm going to take another little drive through them. Steady back down the hill and check them out again. So far so good. Fingers crossed. So I've just done the shepherding. I've given Otty some time around the farm to cool down. I just wanted to show you this. There's a sow here. Now she's gone. Can you see her? She's gone and laid back there. She's been laying down here for days. And because it's really hot, she likes to lay on the concrete. But then, when they get close to farrowing or giving birth, they start to make their nest and mess around with the straw no matter what the heat. So as you can see, she's mounded up all her straw sort of around that back there. Can't really see that, I'm just got the camera in my finger, but she does look big now, doesn't she? I'll see if I can turn it around and zoom in. Yeah. So she's got a big round tummy full of piglets. Keep you posted on what happens with her. So the verdict was on maggots. I think that we're all good. I think maggots so far so good. I'm going to keep the pressure on getting the shearers looking into get them sheared, because when they have their wool taken off, they have such a low, if not this is literally zero chance of getting it. So that's what we really, really want to push for. So I think that shepherding today was a success. Otty is now in the shade. He's cream crackered and he's having a lovely drink. Sammy the sheepdog is doing her usual thing and she's just running up and down being a nut job. And the day on the farm is coming to a close. There's bits and bobs still to do, but we're getting on with the jobs. So yeah, good day so far. So it's nearly 10 o'clock at night now. And it's a really nice time to come out. It's been absolutely baking. And I haven't been back down the field, but I wanted to see if the bales had been finished. No, I'm just having a look now. And they haven't managed to finish baling. Earlier on, the baler ran out of wrap and we had a spare roll which we gave to the guy doing the baling. But we had a lot of problems because it's an old roll, and like the cardboard middles from a toilet roll, they've got a really long one of those, and it sort of perished and meant it couldn't slide on the bar. And I've had to go and carry on and do other things, and we've had the wasp killers in and things tonight. So I wanted to come out and have a quick look, but I'll show you the field we were in so you can see it from here. So as you can see there, that line is unbaled rows, and you'll see the little bales around. So there's more baling to do tomorrow. But here's the problem with that. Look at that sky. Here's the problem with that. Tomorrow there are thunderstorms forecast. What would haymaking be without its problem? What a gorgeous view it is tonight. So we're getting to the stage where we're going to be trying to finish our cattle. Quite a few of them haven't got that far left until they're ready to be eaten, which is great. It's good for us because we get more beef to sell you, but it's also good for the farm because then we can get some cash in that's been invested over the last sort of 18 months almost. Because cash flow on farms is quite a long period of time. So we've got this here. That's not just got cattle nuts. That's got everything they need in it to grow and live healthily and thrive. But I'll also give them plenty of straw, plenty of hay because they love eating their roughage. Right, let's get some bagged up. So I'm going to drive them over now. We've already, like I said, fed the big feeders with a tractor bucket. We normally do, I don't know, about 15 of those bags a morning, something like that. So this morning, because we did with the tractor bucket, I've actually got away with doing as many, so my arm's not burning as much as it should be. Got a bit of food in there now, some water. That should be able to move around in there quite freely. Don't you get any ideas, mister? Alright. Go on then. Have a new mum. She's the last one of our last lot of kidding. Come on! No. Oh, she's gone. So she's finally in now, and we've got her some straw. And let's leave them to settle in. This is just a daily, this is just what happens. He'd do it all day. So you might not quite believe it, but on the farm we have to prepare for Christmas quite early. And we have little turkeys arriving today. I know, it's June. I always find it strange. Just let the dogs out. Go on, Sammy. That's it. I always find it very odd in the middle of all this hot weather to be thinking about Christmas, but it's something that we have to do. And every year we've sold turkeys, but it's only the last couple of years we've done our own ones, and we do the really nice free range Kelly turkeys. So yeah, just got to get that ready now. But I built a brooder, which you might have seen on the socials on the other ones, and we'll go back in a second after I've got some things together and we'll take a look. So we're now in with the brooder that I made yesterday. So that's my weekend job. Hold on, let me just so I'll just show you down here. It actually feels quite nice and toasty in there. So I've got my food ready here, straw ready here. I've got my scoop, which I'll be able to measure out the food with, which I put on there. And then I've got the feeders and the drinkers ready. I should do fresh strings on these because it's a lot easier to lift them in and out with strings. And you can leave the strings tied up around here somewhere or something so they don't chew on them. And then we'll have some little baby turkeys, which would be really nice. This is what we're going to have to stop. I have to build a barrier to stop him coming in. So it's about 8 o'clock. And we've discovered this joy caused by that joy. Over-tipped trough. Now we did actually get a new water trough for this yard, which we're going to put in that corner at the front step. We hadn't got around to it yet because we're going to muck the cattle out. But tonight we're forced to tipping it over and on the sunshine, delicious and rain, joy So my original guess for the south farrowing was completely wrong. It's been days upon days. In fact, probably 3 or 4 days late. So when I thought she was going to farrow that day, or quite quickly, I said here on this video. But what's amazing is she was huge. That's why I got sort of confused. By the time she's ready to farrow, she was a beast, a unit. Now she's just having a spot of lunch. She had a very busy afternoon. Hello, mummy. Hey. So she's done a good job. I reckon I can count 14. See if you can count. We don't use farrowing crates on the farm. If you don't know what a farrowing crate is, it's when pigs are put into like some sort, it's almost like a cage they can't turn around. And it's done so they don't lay on their piglets, because the mortality rates in pigs can be quite high. It's very easy for the mother to lay down and squish a pig. So by putting them in crates, you have more control over that. And there's less chance of them squashing a pig. Now, a lot of people have deemed them cruel, and I would say for multiple reasons. There's a lot of good reasons to have them, especially if you want cheap food. A lot of the issue we've got is that everybody wants cheap food. So what we have to do as a farm is work out ways of efficiency, and that is one of them. Although farrowing crates are on the way out of being banned, so farms are going to have to come up with different ways and different reasons to chop and change our systems. But we don't do it. We only farrow on straw, so that means it's nice and springy, it's soft, so when they lay it, they get a chance to when they lay in the straw, the mum makes it into like a little pod, like a pile of straw in a nest, and it's naturally very springy. So if they do lay on the piglets in a lot of straw, it makes a massive difference. They don't get crushed as much. So we've had massive success farrowing on straw. So I've got a feeling that other farms are going to be able to do so. So hopefully if you see this video, you'll see for yourself. We've got a litter of, I'm not sure how many yet, I haven't had a chance. They're all doing very well.